Hey my loves, welcome back to a new episode on Finding Cat. This is episode number 6, and this episode is brought to you by my free 31-day gratitude challenge. So if you have been feeling super duper stressed and more reactive than ever, low-key like the world is conspiring against you, and you want a more positive and abundant mindset, then click the link in my bio to subscribe and join this amazing challenge. So for today's episode, we're going to talk about 5 ways to have a healthy relationship with social media. Now, when you wake up, what is the first thing that you grab? Your phone. What do? A lot. We consume. You would think that this would be a more popular subject talked about amongst younger people, yet it's not. Social media can be good. Social media can be beneficial. Social media is a great way to show who you are, to create, but there needs to be boundaries. Just like I was saying that we need boundaries with everything, we also need boundaries when it comes to social media. We need boundaries when we're on Instagram, when we're on all those sites, because it tends to take a toll on us. One of the ways to have a good, healthy relationship with social media is by growing awareness of what you are actually consuming. I want to say this because it's very important, but your attention is valuable. What you put your attention in is valuable as hell. So when you're sitting here, now, again, I'm nowhere near a doctor. I took AP Psychology in 10th grade, and from what I learned is when you're consuming social media, it like puts yourself in it, if that makes sense. So if I'm watching cheated on my girlfriend prank, right? And the girl's getting heated, the girl's getting hyped, the girl's getting pissed, right? I start internalizing it like, damn, like, what the hell? And then I kind of start putting myself in their shoes, and my emotions start getting heightened. I start getting like annoyed. I start getting aggressive. It's weird. It's really freaking weird. So when you're watching all this stuff that gets your adrenaline pumping, then you just want to rage, like on some real shit. Like you just want what you're feeling right there, you want to like let out. So if you're getting angry by a certain thing you're watching, you're gonna let it out. And you need to watch what you are consuming, because you can't be consuming stuff like that every single day and expect to be okay. When you consume things, you should consume things that are like food for thought. Like they bring ideas to your head. You like, of course, there's entertainment, but don't get stuck in the entertainment, because the entertainment tends to become real, if that makes sense. The emotions you feel for that entertainment are real. So if the emotions you're feeling are hyping you up, you're gonna get hyped up. You need to grow awareness of what you are actually consuming. What are you consuming right now? What videos are you watching? What Instagram pictures are you looking at? Whose Instagram pictures are you looking at? Who are you following? What are you actually consuming? Because I get it. Watching the documentary on Netflix, Social Dilemma, talking about how we only have like a 2-second span and we're just swiping through. What catches our attention? Drama. So we're swiping through, right? And just all these boring, but then there's like this really pretty girl and you're like, wow, her body's so nice. Or this really muscular dude and you're like, wow, like I should be hitting the gym. And then you start feeling like self-conscious and you keep scrolling, and then you have like all this drama happening. So you're like, oh, let me watch this. What you are consuming affects you throughout the day. So if you're consuming bad shit and shit that makes you, and I'm calling it shit because yes, it's entertainment, but at the end of the day, entertainment, too much of something is bad, and too much entertainment, especially the type of entertainment you are watching, is not always good for you. So know yourself, know what you are consuming. If you follow all these models and you feel great, you don't feel any type of way, you still love yourself, you still feel good, great, If you go here or there, watch those prank videos or watch something that's happening in another country that's bad, and I freaking, bro, when I was watching all the protests and bombings and just all that, like, that shit hurt. Like, I would become depressed the whole day because of the stuff people were posting. I understand we were bringing awareness to it, but people were posting so much that it was too much negativity for me, that I had to sit here and I had to be like, yeah, I can't be on this. I can't watch these videos. I can't go on people's stories. I could not personally do it because it was too much for me. So know what you are consuming. It's all personal. Trust me, it does affect you. Too much of something is bad, but just know what you are consuming. Truly know what is bad and know what is good. Know what is gonna help you and know what is not. Because I know, like, sometimes we don't really take that time to be like, who am I actually following? Like, what do I follow? When you grow awareness of what you're actually consuming and you realize that there's certain things that you do not like, delete what is not serving you, no matter who it is. Delete what is not serving you, no matter who it is my second point. I don't care if this girl that used to be your friend is posting whack ass stuff and you just don't like it, unfollow her. You don't need to follow her because y'all have been friends. There's this one girl who I was friends with in high school, and I followed her spam page, and to be honest, like, I just didn't want to be on her spam page no more. But I did hit her up. I was like, yo, because I didn't want her texting me some crazy shit. So I literally told her, like, hey, I'm gonna unfollow your spam page, but it's don't take it personal. It's not serving me. That's me setting up boundaries in my social media. And I went from following like 250 people to I follow 80 people. I seriously, like, set up my boundaries as what am I following, who am I following, and how do they make me feel? What are they bringing into my life? Because here's the thing. Why do you want to bring stuff that is not serving you into your life? You want stuff that's going to help you. You want stuff that's going to serve you. You want to look at people who are going to push you to do better, not make you feel like you have to compare yourself to them. And that's why I say delete what is not serving you, no matter who they are. It does not matter. It is okay. It is literally okay to unfollow people, even if you knew them. If you ain't fucking with them no more, unfollow them. What the hell are they gonna do? If they get butthurt about it, that's them. But at least you're putting up your boundaries. Set those boundaries up, especially with social media, because social media is a way where you can talk to like 17, why such a specific number? But hey, you could talk to 17 people at the same time if you really wanted to. You could talk to 5 people here, 2 people here, 3 people here. Like, if we're talking to all these people, you want it to at least be people you enjoy talking to, and you want to follow people you enjoy following who will actually make you feel good. And that is one of the ways to have a healthy relationship with social media, is deleting what is not serving you, no matter who they are. My third point on how to have a healthy relationship with social media is putting limits on what you consume. So I have said multiple times I work 90 hours a week, blah, 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 blah. Please tell me how I would work 90 hours a week, but I would still find time to just like everyone's picture. Bro, I was a fiend at that. Like, all I would do, like, literally, I would not even take a second on people's posts and I would like them. I didn't even know what the fuck I was liking, and I would save something for later and never see it again. What was I doing there? I was doing nothing with my life. Like, I'm not saying, of course, balance, but right then and there, me choosing to like people's photos instead of eating, or like people's photos instead of sleeping, or like people's photos instead of going to the shower, that was not having boundaries. And that's why I had to put limits on what I consume. I made I literally, like, last month was still liking people's pictures. Just this month, I made it a thing, like, hey, like, put limits on what you consume. I was like, yo, I need to produce more than I consume. And that's what I did. I produce more than I consume. I want to put out those good vibes, put out those good energies, put out amazing knowledge and help people I can help. I want to be that page. I want to be that page where no matter what question you have, you can go to it, because I talked about everything and there's something for everyone. Put limits on what you consume. Too much of something is bad for you. Drinking too much of water is bad for you. If you drink too much of water, you can like drown yourself or something. I've never read that. I've heard it multiple times. So that is the third. That is one of the ways to have a healthy relationship with social media, is putting limits on what you consume. My point 4 is make a list of things you can do other than social media. Now, trust and believe, if all you are on is on social media, you can't just cut cold turkey. I'm one of those people who can do that weirdly. Like, I've always been able to like cut like cold turkey and just never look back. I don't know how I do it, but I guess I do it, right? So that's what I did with social media. One day I just woke up and I was like, I'm not doing this no more. Like, I'm not gonna keep liking these people pictures. Like, why am I doing this? So make a list of things you can do other than social media. What is my list? Is working on finding Cat, which is a lot. So what is something you can do other than social media? And like the point before that said, produce more than you consume. So make a list of things you can do. If you like embroidering, embroider. If you like painting, paint. If you freaking want to start a YouTube channel playing games, do that. If you want to make Sunday every day a cleaning day, then do that. Make a list of things you can do other than social media, because trust me, there's so much other things you can do. For the first time ever, I painted on my closet. Now, when my mom listens to this, she's probably gonna go to my closet and check that. And I love you, Mom. That's all I have to say to that. But like, I painted on my closet. Something I've wanted to paint in my room since I first got it. And like I painted in my room, and it was such a nice feeling. Like, I felt it just felt so nice. It felt good to paint something on my closet than just scroll through social media. And now, some people, like, I didn't delete any of my apps, aka because I do use it for my business. But my last point on how to have a healthy relationship with social media is delete the app. If it becomes too much, because sometimes social media can become too much, and I see people tend to skip all the first 4 steps and just delete their social media. Just be like, I can't do this, delete it, right? But then they re-download it because they're like, okay, like, I feel better, like, I feel great. Like, they're like, wow, there's more to the world. And then they go back, and what do they go back to? They go back to people who don't serve them. They go back to watching videos that are just not going to help them. They go back to consuming so much, and it's bad for them. And that's why I put these steps. Now, I have not deleted my apps, and to be honest, I never really will delete the app. But I set my boundaries. I set my limits. And if you set your limits, you don't need to delete the app, because you have limits and you're sticking to them. You're respecting yourself. You're respecting your time. Think about it. Being on social media and liking everyone's post, what are you doing with your time? Your time is valuable. Your attention is valuable. Please know that. And sometimes what you are consuming is not good for you. So, to repeat, The 5 ways to have a healthy relationship with social media. Grow awareness of what you are actually consuming because your attention is valuable. Delete what is not serving you, no matter who they are. I don't care if they're a best friend from elementary. If you don't like what you're posting, or if they're low-key mean, or whatever reason you have to unfollow that person is valid. You don't need to make up a whole story of why you're unfollowing someone. Just be like, you know what? I don't fuck with them no more. Unfollow. That's it. Third point, put limits on what you consume. Put limits on what you consume because your time is valuable. And a little point is put limits on what you consume because your time is valuable. Number 4, make a list of things you can do other than social media. AKA, produce more than you consume. Now, maybe social media and a business there is not for you, and that is okay. But you can still produce more than you consume in what you like to do. If you like to paint, create art pieces. If you like to freaking cook different meals. If you want to make a YouTube channel, create that YouTube channel, create that website. Produce more than you consume. And number 4, make a list of things you can do other than social media. That can be going for a run, painting, creating. Produce more than you consume. Like, that's also something that you should keep in your mind, is producing more than you consume. How many hours are you taking to create that business you want, to do what you want, to paint that painting you've been wanting to paint? How much time are you putting into that, and how much time are you putting into social media? You want to practice for that 5K run, but you're too busy looking at freaking Sarah Lou's Instagram page for 3 freaking hours because why not, right? You get what I'm saying? Like, your time is valuable. There's more to life than social media. And I know all of you know it, but like, it's like, oh my God, it's like we look at people's stories and watch people's Instagrams, and let's be honest, people choose what they want to put out there. Everyone's life is not perfect, no matter how good they make it look. No one's life is perfect. So it's like being stuck in something. It's crazy. It is. And I do believe if you do these 4 steps, you won't need to delete the app. But if you really feel the need to and you want to, then do it. Do whatever is best for you. Trust me, growing awareness for what you're consuming and deleting who is not serving you is for you. It's not for anyone else. You keeping people because you're afraid of what they'll say if they see that you unfollowed them, or blah 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 blah, is not having boundaries. Trust me, it is okay. It is okay. So again, grow awareness for what you're consuming. Delete what is not serving you, no matter who they are. Put limits on what you're consuming. Make a list of things you can do other than social media. And if you really need to, delete those apps. So, to wrap it all up, I'm super grateful for you listening to this episode and to future episodes. I hope to help you resolve those everyday burdens by helping you unify your mind, body, and spirit to reach true well-being. Remember to subscribe, like, and comment if you loved my energy and if I helped you in any way, shape, or form, because I really would love to know. And always remember, you got this, you're amazing, and I cannot wait to talk to you in the next episode. Thank you, and I'll see you soon.